Well, welcome to the Whole Busters podcast, y'all. I'm your host, Derry Michelle, and today I've got two guests joining me, a guest co-host and a guest named Alex here, and we are going to chop it up a little bit, share some of our life experiences, and find out what it's like from a man's perspective, going through narcissistic relationships, dealing with some of the bullshit, because usually we have females on here discussing this, but I thought it would be fun to have a guy come on and give us a slightly different perspective, right? So we all know how life be lifing, and we are going to discuss all kinds of challenges in dating and, you know, as a fellow content creator as well, some of those things that we experience. And my friend here who's getting into content creation a little bit more with her business. So I think this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to conversing with everyone today and getting some new insights that I believe are going to help our viewers and our listeners to be encouraged, motivated, and hopefully we provide some laughs throughout the way. All right. So welcome, you guys.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes. And I love his voice, my God.
Yes.
If you want to introduce yourself really quick and tell us who you are, what you're into, what you're working on.
I'm Italia, corporate baddie, nail tech.
Yes, returning for the third episode, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I am Alex. I go by many names. Alex the Hill on my YouTube channel, Ultra Hills Wrestling Podcast. And on TikTok, I go by It's Just DVD.
I can't wait to go see
Yes,
what
it's some
It's
good
Just
content.
DVD.
Yes.
I literally jumped into somebody's TikTok live earlier, and it was all women. They saw my name. They said, "What do it mean?" 2.2 seconds later, somebody said, "I already seen this page. I know what it means."
Yeah.
And I was like,
There you go.
I'm gonna leave. I'll be right back. And I
So
ain't come back.
basically, the name speaks for itself. That's what you're saying.
It's an acronym that a friend of mine that we no longer talk gave me as a joke, because we was just trying to make something funny with my voice. A lot of people love my voice, and 9 out of 10 they don't know what I look like.
Right.
So when they hear my voice, they go, "You do radio?" I go, "Sometimes."
Something like that.
But most of the time, I'm just in the house, normally quiet. I'm like the most introvert, extrovert ever.
Yeah.
She said, "Let's come up with a name." I said, "Cool." We thought about a whole bunch of names. Most of them was either something stupid and freaky that was going to probably get me banned, or something.
Please tell me what were some of the examples? I just want to know.
Okay. Not going to get you banned. We need to know.
Shoot. What was the one that we laughed at the most? Make You Wet.
Oh,
and I was like, yo, I don't know if I could do that. It was like, why? I said, because every time I go into a guy's chat, he gonna be like, what? And I was like, yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, that might be a little difficult. It's always gonna be a pause.
It wasn't even a pause.
Raised,
it wasn't even
right?
a pause. People just see the name and they just go, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't worry. But the DVD stands for Deep Voice Daddy. DVD.
Okay.
And I was like, hey man, look, they want to know what it is. They're gonna have to ask. Did make sense. And I go, yeah, see? So you know, it's something fun to just have.
I will be researching that soon.
Well, Alex, why don't you tell us a little bit about your geographic journey, like where you were born, where you're from, how you made it here to Charlotte?
Well, I was born in Paterson, New Jersey, the same place Freddie Wap is from. F him and his little missing eye. And because like that, every time I tell people I'm from Paterson, they go, "Oh, you from Freddie Wap?" I was born there first. He didn't live there at all. He moved there, so whatever. I am born from my father is from Barbados, so he is Bajan, Cuban, British, and Irish. My mom was born here, but my mom is Black, Puerto Rican, West Indian, UK, and something else. So I'm a mutt.
Oh.
I'm just mixed out of the ass, and it's just so many things wrong with me, like physically and mentally. But I grew up in Paterson. I lived there for a while. Met my ex-wife there. We supposed to have met over the course of life because we knew so many people. Never met.
Wow.
We didn't meet to trade school.
Okay.
But we moved to North Carolina with mom and them. So we was in a town called Robinsonville. It's like 4 hours away. Nobody knows it unless you know where Greensville and Williamston is at. It's the middle point. It's in between.
Okay.
So you get to drive through it and not know that's a town. That's a real place. And she wanted to move here to see her brother and her mom because she was living with me for so long and they had moved down here. So she ain't seen them in a while. Yeah. And then we moved to Charlotte and I was like, no, I'd rather go back to Jersey. And then I moved back to Jersey for a little bit, moved back here. moved back up there again for work, and then I moved back down here to try to make that work, and that marriage fell. So I'm here permanently. I'm not moving back up north.
Okay.
I do miss it because all my food places was open 24 hours.
Tell me about it. Me too. And ain't nothing like the food from back up north. I swear to God.
Also, I miss the no taxes on crap because I don't like buying stuff down here. So when people see me, they be like, "You bought?" No. All my stuff come from up north and I get it shipped. I don't buy nothing down here.
I don't blame you. I really don't. That's the stuff. So you have a podcast. Tell us a little bit about that and how you got that started.
Okay, so that got started randomly from my godbrother. The studio had a podcast there that did comic books, and they said they did one with wrestling. I was a guest host for one episode and didn't end up being there for all these years after that. And it was weird because for me, I have adult autism, so I don't forget nothing. So when they would just ask me a question about wrestling, I knew it. I knew the date. I knew when it happened. I knew who was there. And they was like, "Do you just want to come back?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll come back."
Yeah, why not?
I was there for so long to the point now, me and the guy that does our editing are the two longest running people left in that podcast of that whole studio. Everybody else is all brand new. Everybody else is left and gone, but we don't two still been there.
Wow. How long y'all been doing it?
I moved to Jersey 2015 August. I think I was guest host in December of 2015. I became a permanent host January of 2016, and then I just been on the show ever since. Like we done went through 2 name changes, 3 studios, and we went from 4 podcasts to 3 podcasts to now having, I think it's 28 podcasts under us.
Wow.
So we're all over the place in there. Wrestling, nerd stuff, massage therapy, banking and management, money saving. Hell, we didn't have the mayor of our town come there like every other month. Like he just comes there just to drop by and just be on anybody's podcast. He doesn't care. We have the top #1 podcast for One Piece anime right now. That is strange because they ain't been there not even 7 months, and they are beating most other podcasts to talk about anime right now.
You know what's funny? It's actually interesting how many people watch anime. I had no idea.
You'd be surprised. Like most anime people watch now, I've seen all of it because I binge stuff. But the people that I grew up around, they used to be in the streets, they never watch anime, that hits me up and be like, "Hey, do you see such a new episode? When did you start watching that?"
Okay, because how new is it for real?
Like, because that just dropped a month ago, and you know the character names. I watch it and I don't remember the names. So how are you so good at it?
That is interesting.
Also, there was another podcast we did, but me and that dude fell out.
Wow.
And
I feel like you want to talk about
he's kind of one of the reasons why me and my ex-wife ain't together.
Oh, no.
So yeah, me and him started a podcast. That is still on YouTube. And I ended at episode 74. It went to 120 before they called it quits because the views was going bad after that. Yeah. And that podcast was my baby. It was my creation. And I kind of want to bring it back, but I'm still debating. It is called The Real Shit Talkers. And no offense, I love shits and giggles. We was them before them.
Okay.
Oh,
We started in 2016. They started almost a little bit right before the pandemic. We was already ahead of them because we was doing the same exact thing, but for 2 hours.
Okay.
So we had them beat. I love food having them, but
well, look, I say why not get it going back? That's your baby. Bring it back.
That's right. It's enough space for all of us.
It sure is. It definitely is. Like I kind of love seeing how many podcasts are coming out.
Absolutely.
How many people I'm collaborating with on different shows and local here in Charlotte. So I say why not? If your heart's pulling at you to do it, go ahead and
go ahead and do it.
I got some shit to talk, right?
And that's the whole reason why we named it that. We was like, you want to come up here and talk shit? Just come in and talk shit. And we would talk the most randomest of random shit. Yeah. And people was like, this is actually entertaining. I'm like, yeah, we talk so much shit to a point that we would just be looking at each other and not looking at the camera, and we were just having a regular conversation like we normally do. Yeah. And then we'd be like, hey man, that's the end of the show. And they'd be like, so our first episode was like 4 hours long.
Oh my gosh.
So it was us introducing ourselves back and forth.
Yeah.
And then the power went out in the building and they started back up and they just let us run. I said, when y'all want to stop? They was like, whenever y'all feel like it. I said, oh, you done fucked up. We could do this for like 8 hours.
Yeah,
this is a job.
Talk, right?
So yeah, we loved it. But like I said, this episode's up there. I almost slapped the co-host one day. I almost slapped the guest one day because he said something smart.
Ooh, I hope to never get there in my podcast. I don't think I want to have to slap anybody.
I just want to show love. I don't slap nobody.
I only got there because I did the social media work. Okay. So I sent out the links. I told people that we're live and stuff because YouTube didn't do it at that time. My co-host brung one of his friends and he was just talking. I'm like, hey, he could talk all he want. I'm trying to do this. He looked over at me and said, he not talking. I might want to be the host. Who the fuck?
Right.
I said, you want to do it? You can. I said, matter of fact, you take my payment. He started talking. I was like, hey, no offense. I didn't invite you. You can get the fuck out. I don't care. And then I looked at my ex-friend. I was like, yo, no offense. You bring him on the show again, he won't make it upstairs.
Ooh.
And he was like, bet he'll never come back. And he never came back.
Yeah, we have those experiences.
Yeah, everybody ain't good for business, to be honest.
No, everybody's not. And sometimes you have to go through it and like you're sitting there and you realize this is not even.
Yeah, sometimes it's just not worth it.
Too funny to me. Well, we know this is the Hoe Busters podcast. And so I initially started it to give me a space really to share my experiences about coming out of an emotionally abusive relationship, dealing with a narcissist, and all that drama. I know you shared with me that you came out of a situation where your ex-wife was actually the narcissist.
Yes.
And so I thought it would be very interesting to kind of hear from a male perspective just what that looked like. Like, what does it look like? Because I think so many times we hear women who initiate divorces, women who are like, no, this man was doing this to me. But in your case, you were getting a lot of that bullshit kind of thrown at you.
Yep.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about like how you guys met? Because I know you said that you had kind of an interesting way of linking up and getting together. But tell us what some of that was like initially.
Yeah, so me and her only met because we met in trade school, and I was bothering her because I don't know why you come to sleep in trade school, but I didn't know she was working a job. So I was just bothering her like I do anybody else. And we decided to just hang out and just be friends at first. I had a girlfriend at that time, but me and that girl was falling out badly because I like being in the house. She liked being outside. She used to get locked up. I ain't about that life right now like I used to. So you go about your business.
Yeah.
I like being in the house. So when I met her, we were just talking. We were just joking around and playing. Then we realized a lot of my friends knew her.
Okay.
And I knew a lot of her cousins. We never crossed paths.
Mm.
So when I was in grammar school, she was in my grammar school for a month. Her mom pulled out. When she said the teacher's name, I said that was my homeroom teacher. So we supposed to met in like 5th grade. We didn't meet.
Wow.
She was in my high school for a day. Her mom transferred out. She went across seas to Australia, and she came back just because her grandmother was sick, and she ended up at the trade school I was at. And we were just chopping up talking. And I was like, yeah, me and my cousin used to work at this thing called Hope for Kids. That was like a summer camp for teenagers to work. And I was like, yeah, we used to just mess with this girl. And I said her name, and she was like, that name sounds familiar. And I was like, you know her? She was like, she told me to come up to the Boys and Girls Club because 2 boys was bothering her to fight them. I said, so you was the girl we were supposed to beat up when you showed up. I said, so I'm supposed to have met you since like 95. Like, this is crazy.
Wow.
Then we ended up just talking.
Beating up the girl.
Yeah.
Jeez.
6 degrees of separation, for sure.
Well, it wasn't that. It was the fact that me and my cousin bothered the girls. Me and my cousin, we used to dance. And by dance, you could take it how you want it. It's probably both ways you could think about it. But we was teenagers. We used to be part of a little dance group thing. At that school, they always wanted to play fight. I don't know why it was me and him they wanted to play fight with. And I was like, yeah, it ain't because you like us, because most of y'all got boyfriends. So y'all don't like us. So you want to play fight, you play fight. But then we kept getting them to the point that they couldn't win, and it would be like 5-on-2. And we like, y'all not winning this. Y'all gonna have to get some more help. So she was going to enlist her. She broke her ankle that year, so she couldn't come. So I didn't get a chance to meet her. We ended up getting together. We ended up meeting in 2005, and we ended up having a kid at the end of 2006. And we was together all the way up into, we was together for like we almost made it to 16-year anniversary before we went our separate ways.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it went south a lot. But if you let anybody tell you that know her, know me, it was never my fault.
They know the real.
Yeah, they start piecing together after years went by. My friend group is more her friend group. They became my friends more now. So they understand my side of the story more than hers. But on my side, I am the worst man on the damn planet. And it sucks because I'm the nicest person up here. I don't like a lot of people, but I am the nicest to help anybody.
Yeah.
For her, nah, I don't do nothing. I am lazy. All I want to do is sit in the house and play the game. I'm like, 9 times out of 10, I'm not home. And if I am, I'm asleep, working on something, making something. What are you talking about? Like, I've never not done that, but.
Isn't that crazy? Like, I've been getting some feedback too that, because I think I told you about the situation recently and how it got back to me that my ex is out saying that I was just like such a lazy, sorry mother, didn't take care of my kids, I didn't cook for them. It's like, how can you even bring yourself to say half of this shit, y'all? How can you do that?
This is how bad it was for me. I had a girlfriend. I broke up with a girlfriend to be with the girl I was with. My ex-wife was bi, so she was good with a poly relationship. At that time, I didn't know what that was, didn't really care. I introduced her to my ex-girlfriend. For like 6 months, we was all dating. I don't know how we even got there. Because I had broke up from Shorty already.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, now she back in my life. And I'm like, again. I don't understand how we got here.
But hey, girl.
But I guess it's cool. You like it, I like it. And then after we stopped talking to her, for the next 10 years, we had a girlfriend and in our relationship. But it was weird because we always said, if you come in here, it's a package deal.
Right.
You don't just, I want you, don't be with her. You want her, don't be. No, it's both of us.
Yeah.
After a while, most of them be like, oh, I like her more and I just want to be with her. She like, nah, it's not going to happen. And I'm like, yeah, even if you wanted me, that wasn't going to happen. Like, we have a kid together. We think we're just going to up and leave each other just now?
Right.
No. We just stopped talking to a lot of girls. But a lot of those girls, she would tell secrets to. And after they stopped talking, I got all the secrets.
Right.
So I would know everything that she was doing behind my back. And I'm like, that's crazy because she would tell you, I was a big cheater, but I'm like, half the girls that we talked to, we both was talking to. How was that cheating? I'm so confused. Because, like, if she's at the house and you're not here, I'm not doing nothing freaky with her. 9 or 10, I'm probably in the house just laughing with her. I'm on the game. I'm doing something. Right. I'm like, you make it seem like you leave, and I'm in here getting cheeks all damn day. No.
Now, did the girlfriends live with y'all, or y'all just brought them in for some fun? Or
to be honest with you, they just, most of the girlfriends we ever talked to always just, like, came over. Mm-hmm. The last one before it went south was living with us.
Oh, wow. How long?
To be honest, we knew her for like 7 years. And she was already, like, her and my wife was already moved in together because I was already in Jersey working.
Okay.
And things were getting rocky at the house with her mom. So she moved in with her and she let me know. And I was like, hey, man, have fun. And I'm just saying, I'm up here. Ain't like I can say no. What can I do? But when they was like, we want to get a house and we want you to come back down here, I was like, cool, we can do that. Not told to me until 2 years after I'm already back. They didn't even want me to come back.
Oh,
but I was told by them they wanted me to come back.
An option, and they didn't think you were going to say yes.
Yeah. No. They know to come back because they said we found the house. All three our names need to be on the lease. They didn't need my name to be on the lease to get the place.
Right.
So that my name's on the lease. Yeah, I'm coming to my house. Yeah. But now I'm at my house. You don't want me here, and I'm like, all I do is go to the kitchen, walk the dogs, feed the cats, go upstairs in the room. Why do y'all not want me here? I'm like, to be honest with you, I'm probably the best boyfriend or husband anybody want. Like, all you gotta do is just say, hey, can you come do such and such? And I just get up and go do it. And you don't want to be here? You better be outside talking to other people that ain't paying no bills, ain't paying no money in the house, not giving money for our child. Right. So you just want to be out here and be free for everybody. You want to be a test run of Netflix. That's crazy. I don't want that, and I'm not that. So wow. Like I said, it went south, and now I am the biggest asshole from New Jersey to North Carolina, and I don't understand why.
That's just how it goes. I'm curious to know, what was it like raising a kid in this dynamic, though?
I was
you have a son?
I have a son. I have a son. He turned 18 in October, and he has autism. Okay. To him, he actually figured that junk out at like 10. Like he
already knew, huh?
Like any girl that came in that, like, all the way up to the girlfriend we had last, he would just call her auntie by her name. He just already knew what to call her. Like, we never gave him an option. He just knew that's what he does.
That's so funny.
He already knew. He didn't care. In his mind, he don't like things to change.
Yeah.
So
get a new girlfriend. It's like, okay.
Well, not even that. Like, he knows they come around, but they was never living with us, so he didn't care. Once we moved, and this one was living with us, he would see her every once in a while. He would come down here, we'd go up there. He knew who she was because he constantly kept seeing her more. Other ones he didn't see much like that. Like, they would come over like 1 or 2 days out of the week, and then they wouldn't be seen again for like 2 weeks.
I see.
But this one actually knew him, been around him, played with him, so he was cool with it. But yeah, he gets the concept of a lot of things fast. Like,
I bet.
Super quick.
Right. I mean, just most of these kids, period. They pick up on so many things, and you could think you're being secretive. No, we're covering this. If they don't know we're fighting, they don't know this is happening. They don't know I'm cheating on this. They know. They pick up so much.
Yeah, he knows a lot because when my grandmother passed away, my mom tried to talk to him about it. My mom was like, do you know grandma passed away? He said, yeah, she's gone. She's up in heaven. We know she's buried. I understand the concept of death. That was the end of the conversation.
No.
My mom was like,
yeah. All right.
Okay.
Wanna go get some ice cream?
She was like, he didn't look that up. He just knew. And I was like, you got him there with you. You got to figure that out. Because if you don't wake up in the morning, you know why. She was like, why would you say that? I was like, hey, man, he's my child. You know me. I got to say something to break the ice.
I'm so done.
Oh, my goodness. That is interesting.
I do have a question. So you said that you guys kind of like fell into the pattern of having a girlfriend. But like, what types of conversations did y'all have for cohesiveness in your relationship? What types of boundaries did you guys set?
The only real boundary we really had was you can have sex with her. I don't care. As long as you know the dude involved. If I'm there, it's all of us or nothing. Because I'm not going to be getting yelled at like, oh, you did her when I wasn't here. What was I supposed to do? Like, I'm confused. I thought that's how it worked. So I just put a boundary in there. Like, if you with her and we all together and y'all want to do something, I'm cool. If y'all don't want me in the middle of it, I'm cool. Because I know ain't no other guy going to be in the middle of it. I don't give a damn what you do.
Right.
Just don't bring nobody else in. And a lot of other motherfuckers would bring it. So, yeah, at the first time beginning, it was easy cakewalk.
Mhm.
It was just like, hey, we could be cool with you. And then they would hang around us. Oh, y'all pretty cool. And then we'd be like, okay. We would never test the water. They would just be like, hey, you mind if I stay the night?
That's what I'm worried. Like,
Okay,
who initiated
what the hell?
this?
I'm like,
did you
well, did y'all
initiate this?
We never initiate nothing. Like,
Really?
me talking like this and then her being a November Scorpio.
Oh, shit.
They just
Well,
freaky. So you have somebody freaky. You have somebody with deep voice that talks freaky. It don't take much of a conversation. 9 out of 10, we were just getting them. And I was like, this is sad. I feel like we just trick people into doing stuff when you're not trying.
When you're an adult, it's not a trick.
It's not.
Sounds like it was very consensual.
It's not a trick, but when most of the girls you meet go, I don't do that. And then like 2 days in, they're doing that now. And they like doing it constantly now. It's like, yeah, what happened? You was stuck on your ways of not wanting to ever be with a girl. You stay in the night like a week. What is happening here? You're not paying bills. I'm confused. You cooking food though. I'm okay with that. I love cooks. So I'm not gonna argue with you, but you're not paying no bills. So I don't need you here running up my electric bill and using up everything.
Oh my
But we never initiated nothing. We never even asked no girl out. They just would come over, hang with us, talk to us. All of a sudden we was dating, and then they were just telling the world they claimed us, and we was like, where did this happen?
Where were you meeting these women?
Randomly, anywhere we just met. Like we would just see a girl and just be like, oh, she look cool, and then eventually we kept seeing them more and more. We would just talk to them and just leave it at that.
So you'd be like at the mall or at a restaurant or...
One girl that we talked to that wasn't supposed to be a girlfriend, it was supposed to be a friend for her that I introduced her to. I met her on the bus coming home from work every morning, and she'd having to get on the same bus as me. And we just struck the conversation, and I was like, what do you like doing for fun? She was like, I like reading and writing books. I said, oh, my wife like doing that. I was like, she needs some more female friends because she don't like many female friends. I was like, she needs a legit one.
Oh my God.
Bring her over. And she ended up doing her. I'm like, wow, how did that happen? I didn't bring her for this. I brought her to be a friend. All of a sudden she was a girlfriend. I was like, see, I don't understand how we keep getting to these situations. That's not a good thing.
Yeah, that's scary for me. I'm
can't do it.
I couldn't do it.
No.
The sad thing is, I can tell you right now, when the show go up, I can pull up any one of them on my Facebook right now, and I am them, and they would tell you they said the same thing, and they to this day still randomly do it when they want to, but they don't do it all the time. But with me and her, it was just like full game on going in. I'm like, I don't understand what we doing. I don't understand how we get in here. It just happens.
I guess.
It's just a weird concept, just like a thing that happened. Like it would just be a conversation to that.
That's like every man I know's like ideal life, right? It's like what they want.
The sad thing is it's ideal, but you gotta understand it's a 2-on-1 fight. You don't want that shit.
So that's kind of what I'm saying too. So aside from like the sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure their unintentional emotions evolve.
You would think so, but most of the girls we always met was either always like cool, laid back, or they was nerdy like me and my ex-wife. So they were just cool. Like if we say, hey, we like watch a horror movie, they would just come on and watch movies. And we, like the girlfriend we had, she was big into gaming. Me and her were the only two people in the house that had a PS5.
Yeah.
We literally was on the game all the time. To be honest with you, the whole time we was together, me and her only had sex twice. I knew her for 7 years. Never did nothing else with her. She was my road dog to go do stuff that nobody else would do with me.
Right.
And
so
it was just cool.
Makes sense.
Like
so
it's
like adding balance to the relationship where like there's something you don't want to do. Maybe she can go do that with your wife.
That definitely know me did, because like me, I don't do a lot of like nature trail walks. I will, but my wife like animals. She like horses stuff. The girl grew up on a fucking farm.
Oh,
so
it just
hey, they gonna go ride horses. Go have fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. But then when it comes to me, I'm like, hey, there's a Comic-Con coming up. She like, what dates I could take off? And we're together out there at the Comic-Con. So it was just like we had a permanent friend in the house that could just do whatever whenever somebody wanted to do something.
Right.
So like with me, if I'm being in a poly relationship again, it's not about sex. It's more about paying these goddamn bills. I don't give a damn.
You know,
like, I don't care about the sex no more.
Listen.
Like, I've been told many girls, I was like, hey, look, if I ever get a girlfriend and another one, it's over. Like, I want bills paid.
Get a girlfriend too. Derry,
I swear I was talking about this on the
are you
last
accepting
episode,
Hey.
applications?
Listen, I was like, listen, I'd be open for it. But I think it would have to be like that where we are really friends.
Yeah,
like we're
you gotta
friends.
like actually be cool with each other.
Yeah, because I mean, think about it. We've all been in long-term relationships, right? There's so many things that you're just not gonna get out of that one person. They don't like you doing this. They don't like you they don't like going out here. They want to stay home. I think having that balance of somebody who could come in and take that burden off of them. Like, yeah, go
That's
ahead,
what my
bye.
homies are for.
It sounds easy.
I got besties.
And you would be surprised, like you'd be surprised that there's women on TikTok that I have ran into randomly that have told me that they're and stuff like that. Now they was like, there's not even much sex involved. They was like, hey, me and her, we want to go out and go shopping. I got somebody to go shop with me immediately. I don't got to call nobody. We just get up and go.
Immediately
and I'm like, cool.
Thinking like, okay, so when Beyonce coming into town, I could just take my girlfriend.
Right.
Basically.
Or again, you have kids in the mix.
Yeah, like,
I've got somebody who can help me with this kid. I can go and do this. Yeah, I trust they're gonna hold it down. They know the routine. They can get into school.
But I guess,
but I mean,
like when anybody hear a poly relationship, they just automatically think of it's gonna be sex all the time. It's sex whenever the hell y'all all want it, but not to 10.
Yeah.
No, it's just like you got a permanent roommate that everybody all feel the same way about each other, and you getting bills paid. Because I ain't gonna hold you. My ex-wife, when most places we struggle most places. When the girlfriend came in, I bought my PS5 easily.
y'all can
I'm a collector. Everything in here, I collect on a regular.
Yeah.
I couldn't buy half this when my ex-wife was together. When the girlfriend came in, she was finding stuff for me. She was hitting me up like, hey, I just found this Funko Pop at Target. It's the one you're looking for. I'm going to put it to the side.
Pop.
I'm like, hey, thank you. Like, it was easy.
So funny.
Like, it was great. Like, I told people, I was like, if I do it again, I say, best believe it. I don't care about the sex. I just want the bills paid and food in the house. That's all I care about. That's all I want.
Now, would you want that in the next relationship? Could you be in a relationship with just one person and be content with that?
I can.
Okay.
Like,
because it's like, is there any going back
like
from this?
I'm about to say, no, you can, it's easy to go back. It's just some people that never had it ever get it, and then they just want to do it all the time. But when you do it for as long as I was doing it, it's like, if it happens, it happens, but I'm not pressing it to ever happen again. Like, I don't care. Like, if I meet somebody and they go, I just want you, then you got it. I don't care.
Cool.
If I get with somebody and they go, yeah, let's get a girlfriend. Okay, I already done that before. It don't bother me. I already know the routine. So it don't bother me. But some people that never had it will want it all the time. And trust me, I got friends now are just like getting like their little threesome going. Every time I hear them, they go, hey, bro, I got some other chick coming over with other chick. I'm like, bro, no offense, I'm on the game. Why are you calling me?
Right.
I don't care.
The thrill's gone.
Yeah, that's that fantasy stuff though. And I struggle with that because sure, I would love to have like a friend that lived at my house, help me pay my bills, that I can go do stuff with, but I wouldn't want her to be involved with my man. Like I just
like there's some people out there like
y'all don't even need to know each other.
Like, oh my God. She said she ain't sharing, damn it. No, okay? Like she's not
you
sharing.
Can live in the attic, sis, and come out when we leave.
Not the attic. Good Lord.
My God. So funny.
Like there's some people out there that's called unicorns for a reason. They know their place and they don't bounce doors and boundaries. And those people, those people are rare to come across, but they just be out here and nobody realize it. And they be like, yeah, I'm down to be with you and your husband. And it was like, I could watch the kids. I could clean the house. They was like, if y'all want to do something, we all can do it. But 9 out of 10, they just be like, they just want to be there. No, they don't care about any of that stuff.
I get that. And honestly, there's definitely no judgment for relationships that works for. And like you said, I can sit here and say all the time that wouldn't work for me, but how do you know?
Yeah. Like I said, because
how would you know?
at 21, you would think I would have done it all. A threesome came in, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" I didn't really know what it was because I'm so used to doing one chick at a time. Because I can have two.
What do I do?
That's a thing. What do I do? Do I gotta touch both of y'all? Y'all touch each other? I'm trying to figure out. When I finally got to see what it was, boy, let me tell you. Pornhub was my best friend after that. I was like, bro, I just gotta figure out what's happening here because I didn't know this was a thing.
That is so funny.
I can't watch porn, so I'm like,
no.
I watch it for the humor because the storylines be dumb as hell.
You know,
I can't watch it for this like.
I can't get into none of that.
No, it's fun. It's funny to me because I'll tell you right now, if I click on anything random and there's a storyline, 9 out of 10, I'm laughing my ass off because I'd be like, bro, how y'all get to this point?
That's the whole. I think that's what it is for me. It's like this is so corny. Like
it's corny, but it's corny funny to me.
You got your little schoolgirl outfit on, and you know, you dropped your pencil.
I don't like storylines of porn. Like I'm the blackest black guy ever. Like skip 30 minutes in, I'm back shots. I'm in there. Don't need the rest. Back.
It's me on my phone.
I need to.
All right, penetration. We'll stop right here.
I need the initial kiss. Little touchy, skip, close off, skip, doggy style, skip, come shot. Done. I'm done with this shit. 40 minutes and 3 seconds. I don't care.
I used to have to watch it all the time when I was married. Once I left them, I have not looked at porn since. I need it for the sounds. I need I need the noise. I need to hear them. I need to hear the action. My phone wouldn't even be in front of me. I would just need to hear it. Sometimes I have my headphones or have it real low if he's over there. But I don't even care to watch it. I would hate hearing the storylines.
I get nervous.
Like, I'm like, let me fast forward.
Even when I'm by myself,
I can't.
I'm like,
look, first of all,
I'm like,
one.
ew, I shouldn't be watching this.
Look. First of all, one.
Dirty.
I'm about to say, look, first of all, I can't be nervous because no offense, most of the porn stars, I've met most of the big porn stars like in New Jersey.
Really?
I've met them. I met a few.
How?
9 times out of 10, they go to New York and buy stuff. You just run to people in New York like that, like crazy.
And you just recognize them.
Everybody recognizes them. If you watch porn, you know who they are. You know who.
That's the thing. I'm like, I don't
if Pinky
know
walks up somewhere, you know she's the only short, light skinned chick with a pink hair.
Pinky or
but
Superhead.
but like Carmen Hayes, Beauty Dior, all them.
Okay.
If you've seen their videos, you just know who they are because they just stand out.
Yeah.
And 9 out of 10, they're cool people.
Yeah.
Like they really cool people. Like
I would love to try to get somebody on the show.
Yeah, well, to be honest,
there's 2 that live here in Charlotte.
Cool.
Really? Who?
Like,
I had to send you them because there's 2 living here in Charlotte, and one
Send me
lives
the contacts for sure.
and one lives in Virginia. She just moved back, and that's Miss B Nancy. She just moved back to Virginia.
Oh.
She just moved back from California, and
But I'm
cool
sure
with-
she'll be back and forth here.
No, she's straight in Virginia for the time being, but I'm cool with her, and me and her just be talking about games and nerdy stuff because she collect everything too.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Like,
I think what people got to realize is like, no matter what industry you're in or whatever you do, you're still a human being, right?
Right.
And we all
you
have
are.
our things that we like.
I'm about to say you are. You just you do porn. You just get you
just nice.
you get paid to do something people do for free
Right.
Yeah.
as a job, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Don't think I want to do it, but I ain't gonna lie, it's close.
I could
Couple times.
I call me vanilla. I literally
Gotta
just
live a little bit, boo.
Hey,
could not
hey, look,
even
Look, if I tell you how much they get paid and how short of the time it
I
is
know.
for the junk,
I know.
because like
I mean, now
men don't get paid
listen,
much.
If they make
Right.
a
They don't get paid
podcast
much.
for like behind the scenes on it, I'm all there.
The sad
For
thing is, I
some
think there
reason-
is one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll watch like the making of it. You know,
Oh
like
my God.
how they cover each other up in certain areas, and who's holding the camera over there, and like how they chose their outfits. But then to actually watch the act, oh no,
No, you couldn't. Oh, I
about to say
I would get off.
I'm about to say
on that.
first
That
of
was
all-
funny.
I'm about to say, first of all, one, it's 30 people on that damn set
yeah,
with
that's
that
what
camera.
I'm saying. Like,
And you gotta
having
perform in
sex
front
and
of
it's
them.
All these
That's
people
cool.
in here, child,
Like,
Sahara Desert.
men-
No
Oh
way.
my God. Oh my God.
men only get paid up to $800 the most per scene, so they have to do like 3 or 4 scenes a day. Women get paid like the lowest is like $1,500 for 45 minutes.
That's
Oh.
crazy.
Well, darn.
That's why there's so many more women in porn than there's guys. That's why they won't hire more guys in porn, because there's not many guys that are just gonna try to do like 7 scenes in a day. Who the fuck wanna fuck 7 times in a day?
Now, have y'all heard about the white girl who did 100 men in one day?
Yeah, I just heard
did.
about that the other day.
I
I've been
did
seeing
see
little
that.
videos going crazy about it. And I'm thinking, now that is just that's excessive. That's ridiculous.
I
She kinda
couldn't
cried.
imagine doing that in
But
my
you-
lifetime,
She did.
your lifetime, and your lifetime. There's no way. Like 100
but nowadays,
people
this
in
is
a
not
day.
for some people.
But technically, she almost broke the record.
Almost.
What is the record?
The
Dang.
record's 120.
Oh my God.
And mind you, that record was done when Howard Stern's show was still a big thing.
Oh
I'm
my-
struggling with just one.
Oh my God. I can't.
100 people.
in one damn day. I mean,
The way my legs
Sheesh.
be feeling like Bambi.
oh my
After
God.
just
girl.
one, oh heck no,
Just-
absolutely not. 100 people is insane.
No offense, but the dumb are crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm like
I wouldn't
if I
care
die
what
and come
color they were. I
if-
still.
if I
100
die
people's
and come
crazy.
back as a female, you still couldn't pay me enough money on the planet to do 100 people in a day. Let me, no, hell no.
crazy,
And she did that just out of just doing it. She
Just
didn't get
for
paid
fun.
for that.
Right. That was her own personal challenge.
fuck that.
I'm disgusted.
My personal challenge, my
I am.
personal challenge to been the guy at the door taking the money and they not realizing they had to pay. That's my only challenge. $20. 100 men, $20. Oh, I'm killing.
Listen,
I don't care.
let me tell you what I'm gonna be doing.
Oh,
Pay to
geez.
park.
Facts.
$25 a car.
I got a $4 water.
I know that's
Need
right.
some snacks.
Look,
It's $25 a car to park.
I'm
here.
running everybody pockets. 100 people.
telling
Oh, I'm
you,
making
buddy,
bank.
to
Mhm.
me.
They're gonna be like, who was that black dude taking the money at the door? What black dude taking money at the door?
What money?
I'm running down the street with my pockets full. I'm done.
my
It's
God.
over.
Yo, y'all are hilarious. Oh my goodness.
I do have a question.
See what's up.
So, what is the most misunderstood part of a poly relationship?
Sex all the time. Like all the time. Every time I hear anybody talk about it and I bring it up, they go, so y'all just always fucking. No. That is not the whole purpose of that.
Because
Like
it's really a relationship, right?
it literally is. Like if you meet somebody and y'all both vibe and that's y'all thing. Cool. Then y'all meet somebody else random and y'all all vibe the same way, and that person shows y'all both same equal amount of love. Yeah. It's just like a regular relationship. You just added another person in there. Now, sex can come a part of it. You can do it when you want to, but it's not something that's mandatory. Hell, I know some couples, they're like married in Jersey. They don't even have sex on a regular, even one-on-one. They don't even have it. They just love the fact that they are together and they just doing their thing.
So they're doing it for the partnership.
Basically. And then also it's like, this old saying, it takes a village to build a family. And that's literally a village. Like you can have your child with your first person. And now you got 3 people in the house that can help take care of it. Right. So it's not like, oh, if the baby's up, and y'all both don't want to get up, there's somebody that can get up. So you got 3 people that can still take care of the baby. Now, when they get older, you got to explain it. But at this point now, the way things are running, it's not that hard to explain that anymore. Like, I done heard some little kids understand it better than most adults. And I'm like, there's people at my age that still don't get this. You're like 12 and you understand it better than they do. And you shouldn't even know this.
Right.
So I'm so confused. So it's the biggest misconception thing ever. Because every time I hear women go, I'm not doing that. I'm not sharing my man. I'm like, no offense.
We sharing them already.
I'm like, yeah, like no offense. You can share him for free, or you got somebody come in here and actually help pay bills, and you know who it is instead of you finding out 8 months later he got another family in a whole nother town. Like y'all all together. Besides, also too, dudes that cheat, if they get in a relationship, what are you cheating for? You got 2 women at this point now. You're going to get jumped regardless at this point. There is no need to even want to look at another girl, because I swear I didn't. I swear every time a girl walk by, they be like, oh, she's cute. Okay.
All right.
I got 2
cuties.
I got 2. Why do I need to look at anybody else?
Okay.
Unless they gonna come in and pay bills too. I don't need nobody else.
Lack the discipline and lack the self-control.
I'm gonna tell you,
they just have to have more. It's like it's never enough.
I'm gonna tell you right now. But before I met my ex-wife, that was me. Yeah, I can do you today by 3. I can get you by 6.
I swear I was just talking about
by
this
10.
No
way. Like when I was young, I was able to do that. Like when I was young, I would do that. But then once I got my ex-wife, it was just like, I got you. You can do. You want to do with me all the time? Fuck them bitches. I don't give a damn about them hoes. Like I got somebody that can do with me all the time when I want to. Please, this is easy. Now, like that's the only easy thing about it. Everybody else would be like, nah, I need to go talk to old shorty. I could be cool with her. I could be friends with it. Hell, at this point now, I put myself in the friend zone so much now. Girls be surprised when I put myself in the friend zone. They be like, oh, you want to hang out? I'm like, yeah, where you want to go eat? They be like, you want to hang out at your house? For what?
Nope. Don't you bring your hoe ass over
here. Like you come over here, you're going to be upset when I light this hookah up and I'm playing music and you over here trying to touch me. And I'm like, hey, back up off me, my nigga.
I'm trying to play this game. Right.
Yo, I've done that. Like I literally had a friend.
I'm on the sticks, bruh.
I'm about to say, look, I literally had a friend come by my house. I am a good therapist to my female friends. I help them with the things they going through with men, because sometimes do say some shit and they be like, what are you talking about? And I'd be like, I'm going to tell you the truth, what he's saying. My friend came over. She had an issue with her man. Cool. Me and her both drink. Now, I've seen her drink. I know her limit drinking. It's normal. She didn't tell me that she was drinking since 7 o'clock that morning. She came to my house at 1 and she was still drinking.
Oh.
I've never seen her at that point. She got to my house. We sitting there talking. My bed ain't that high, but she's short. She damn near fell off it 3 times.
Oh, no.
So you drunk, but not making it no better. Then she was like, what's in the box? I said, oh, that was stuff I bought for my ex-wife. Sexy stuff. Never got a chance to use it. It's all brand new. Let me see. Here, you can see it. I don't care. Why are you naked in my room?
Oh. Now, there's women that are thirsty
but that's it. Like, she wasn't thirsty because she really wanted to be with her dude, but she got that drunk. She didn't even remember none of that. I had to explain it to her the next day. I was like, yo, you know what you did? She was like, no. I said, my nigga, you got naked in my room 7 times to try on stuff. I said, and I helped you get back regular dress. I said, you lucky I'm a good friend.
Yeah.
I said, any other dude would have took advantage of this. I said, not me. I said, not me. She was like, bro, this is why I love you like a brother. I said, yeah, because I don't want you. So you ain't got to never worry about that.
But we do always need those male friends who we can trust, who won't do it.
Definitely done seen a titty or two.
This is why my phone is 89% of most women. I get phone calls throughout the night about their boyfriends. They need help on something. And I'm sitting here like, I can't even get a girlfriend. Why the fuck am I helping y'all? So you can go be happy and get dick down, and I got to sit here and be by myself? What is happening?
You gonna call me and talk about that, man?
I literally got a friend right now that called me yesterday about a dude. I told her to leave her alone. And she's like, yeah, we working out. And he want to move in. I said, get off my phone before I punch you in the neck.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I love you, but you get on my damn nerves. She was like, but friend, get off my phone.
Going back to the poly relationship, how come the cheating can come into it and mess up the situation? Because isn't that what happened with you and your ex-wife? You said it just kind of got to a point where she was just doing the most.
So it got to a point where, like I said, as long as no other dude come involved, do what you want. She started bringing other dudes involved as soon as I moved back to Jersey, not even a week. After I left.
Okay.
And I called her on it, and she tried to hit me with the most. She tried to hit me with the most manest of man lies ever. It was a dude that a girl we talked to said, hey, she used to fuck with him. She's like, don't mess with him because he's kind of stupid. She forgot that she made a whole nother Facebook page, and I was the first person she added. I don't never check the page. I'd having to check it. You got photos of you and him laying in a bed, you and him out at dinner, you with him wearing his necklace, you wearing his t-shirt. I done went to his page. I'm a psycho when it comes to stupid shit like this. I'm worse than women. I done went through his whole Facebook.
I don't know. I probably got your beats.
I think everybody might be able to put that detective hat on.
Look, I can tell you right now, the last dude they was talking to, I have his phone number, his original job, his social security number, his mom and dad's full name. I don't know if he might be better than me. It took me 10 minutes to get that.
Oh.
She didn't.
Look, you might need to school us off camera.
To this day, right now, she don't even know I have it. But then she got mad when I was like, "So you're leaving me for such and such and such?" She just looked at me. I said, "Oh, you know, I know his first, middle, and last name. That's crazy." I said he used to work at such and such on university.
Here's the pictures.
Now I didn't have to see the picture. I was like, that's cool. When you leave here, you forget that we both share the same Uber account. I know where you go. I was like, do you forget that you got my password, everything, and I got your password, everything? I don't check your stuff. But you forget, I get notifications from your stuff, so I know where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so you can't do nothing to me. I was like, Size, you check all my stuff. 9 out of 10, I talk to people, they just rather talk to me. I don't have nothing in my phone to hide.
Look, did she ever just come cleaning it?
No. When she left, I was at work. I saw it on the Ring camera. Her, the girlfriend, the dude they was fucking around with, and the movie company moved the stuff out the house while I was at work.
Wow.
Mind you, she told me February of my birthday that she also cheated on me on that damn day too. They was moving in August. It moved in July.
Oh my goodness.
And what was her reason for all this? Did she ever give one?
No. In my phone, I still have the last message that me and her sent each other back on Facebook Messenger. It's from June 22nd. I told her, hey man, it is what it is. We tried. We had a kid. He's grown now. You go be happy. I go try to be happy. Yeah. It is what it is. She said, you do the same. I never read that message. That message is still highlighted in my Facebook messages from June. I have never read it. After I said my piece, I stopped caring.
More is there to say?
Like, I stopped caring at this point. Like, you already moved on and was happy. So y'all go be happy. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a guy. I cried because I wanted to fix it. We was together so damn long. Why would you want to just mess this up?
Absolutely.
But after you was gone and it went south, I went down a downward spiral, even though I do that on a regular day anyway because of work. It got worse. And by worse, I mean, like, I drink.
Okay.
And I've never been drunk. Mm-hmm. But I can drink a whole bottle and keep it going like a normal day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
My friends was worried for me. I drunk 2 bottles of liquor and then was chilling at the house just playing the game. I didn't answer no phone calls for a week.
Oh, boy.
My friends was worried. Once I got out that rut, we'll just fuck everybody. I didn't care. I was done. I was done. Like, I just needed isolation for myself to get over it. Once I got over it.
Yeah.
Now, did I try to talk to some people? I did. Mm-hmm. Then I realized I don't like people. So it irked my nerve. Because, like, I was like, oh, maybe I can go out here and try to, talk to people, mess around, do something I ain't done in years. Mess around people, and people like, oh, so you trying to do this like you want to be with me. Who the fuck said that?
Right.
But I think, too, just to your earlier point, people need to understand, like, men have feelings, too.
Yeah.
The sad thing,
be out here dogging them.
Some women know men got feelings. Mm-hmm. They just don't give a damn.
They just don't care.
They don't care. Yeah. They don't care. Mm-hmm. And then if you're really nice-hearted, oh, you definitely gonna get fucked over twice. 2 of my boys are the nicest guys on the planet. Hell, one of my boys came down here from Raleigh to help a girl that he's talking to move. He took off 3 days to help her move. He didn't have to do that.
No.
She was like, why he don't have nobody? I said, every woman he talked to has shitted on him. And I said, mind you, he helped one chick move her whole father's house in PA. He took off a week of work and drove up there with her to help her clean out the house. They was talking for a good minute. Had a pregnancy scare. She told him to get this shit and get out. She didn't want to fuck with him no more. Mind you, she was telling him she loved him and everything and wanted to be with him and everything.
So sad.
So it's like, there's a lot of nice guys out there to get shitted on, and then they try to figure out why they can't find a nice guy. Because they out there, they just don't be bothered with nobody. Because he on his villain arc. When I say he in the gym, he worked 3 jobs and go to the gym and still have no time to come home and play the game with us. Yeah, he in his villain arc. He don't care about nobody. It is crazy, but he loves the girl that he talking to right now. He loves her a lot. When he's in it, he's in it. Yeah. And she was kind of worried that he was going to talk to somebody else. I said, bro, let me tell you, since I met that man, he talked to one girl. That's the only girl he talked to until they stopped talking. He don't talk to nobody else. I said, he'll be cool people. You will never catch that man cheating.
Bring those guys our way.
It's rare.
The ones we meet,
I'll take it.
They got to have rosters of 6, 7, 8 bitches. And it's like, so I think that's why so many women and not just women, but people are just like, no, I would rather keep my peace than go and deal with the chaos of this. And you out here juggling, you're lying, you're playing games. Who the fuck wants to deal with that?
I can tell you right now, most of the guys that are like that are like me. We hang out in groups of people just like us, but we don't talk to nobody outside like that unless it's something that we can all talk about. So like me and my friends, if we all talking about something, we talking about anime, we probably talking about movies, we probably talking about NPR because we are some big ass nerds. So we probably talk about something. If somebody catches our ear and say something, we'll talk to you. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you got a conversation from us. But if we just sitting there, we talking to us and you come by and start talking about like any ratchet TV show that we don't watch, we're not even gonna look your way. That's none of our business. We don't care about that. And a lot of people starting to realize that me and my friends are some cool ass motherfuckers because when we go places, we get invited to a lot more places like that randomly. And then if one of us show up, they be like, where else at? Call them. We need them all here at this point. And I'm like, yeah, some of my friends got like kids. Families, work 2 jobs. Like I'm the only person that's free sometimes.
You're a package deal.
Oh yeah, we really are.
Too funny.
Like I ain't gonna hold you. One of them was off work today, and he was like, "You doing a podcast?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I want to come through." I said, "No offense, you might be too tall for that goddamn room." And then I walked in here and I was like, "Yeah, he was too tall. He like 6'3". Yeah, you would the ducking. He would down. And his back already killed him. Nah, he would have died in here. Nah, he'd have died in here. He wouldn't have made it.
With this being the Hoe Busters podcast, we have our signature question. Tell us a good hoe busting story.
They all come. They all come from the same, not my ex-wife, but one of my boys. No offense. You might see this. I'm not gonna say your name, but you're gonna know the story. I had to do this to my boy because we had to have a sit down talk about this shit, and it was annoying. My boy was talking to a female, and he really was devoted to this chick. He loved her to death, and he also still liked his ex from high school. They're still friends.
Story of my life, but go ahead.
No, they're still friends. Like they're friends, but she don't even live here. She lives across seas.
Okay.
They still keep in contact. They still they say happy birthday to each other because their birthdays on the same day.
Okay.
So they're cool. Me and him had this rule where it was, hey, we have a list of women you don't touch. They off limits. So if they ever came to you and be like, hey, I want it, no. Just no, because I ain't trying to fight him. He ain't trying to fight me.
Right.
Yeah, he crossed that line. Like my top 5, he had already hit 4 of them.
Well, damn, friend.
Yeah, he had 4.
Friend you are, buddy.
Yeah, he had 4 of them, and I was like, damn, bro. I said, no offense, you lucky. I know I'll never get back with them. I don't care.
Right.
But the number 1, I was like, bro, I swear, if you do that, I will go to jail for life if you do that one. And
so that was a strong boundary.
He tried to attempt it. And she shot him down, and then he asked me why, and I was like, "No offense, I'm not her man, but there's not everybody you can do on my list of people I fuck around with. You would never do it." And the sad thing is, that's technically kind of the shorty that I'm talking to now.
Well, that would be a number 1 reason why.
The sad thing is, I know her longer than I know my ex-wife, and we've been friends this whole time. She's know all the crap I've been through, and I know the crap she's been through. We're trying to make it work. We got to wait a little bit. Nah, we just got to wait a little bit, like, between jobs, different states, and stuff that she still has to, like, heal from. We just got to wait, but yeah.
This sounds too familiar to me,
very familiar.
Because we know that the Hoe Busters originated when I found my ex still trying to connect with his first girlfriend, who I learned through the grapevine he felt was his soulmate.
But technically, I can play this with my soulmate now. Before, no, because we dated.
Okay.
And then I kind of fucked her over and was talking to somebody else because her mom was a pastor, so she couldn't do any damn thing. She couldn't even come outside.
Oh boy!
So I was like, I'm outside, so I just want to talk to somebody else.
You needed somebody with a little more freedom,
like this school. That's all. There was nothing else in between there.
Yeah. Okay.
So I kind of fucked her over, and deep down inside, I'm not the kind of guy. It pissed me off for a while, and when we connected, it was weird because it's like I was already dating my ex-wife. We was already together. We had a child. Every time something bad happened to me and her, Shorty would just show up randomly somewhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's weird. I was like, that's weird. You keep showing up. So I was like, okay, fuck it. Maybe if I see her and we talk, I would explain myself about that issue. And then it was, it's from grammar school. Nobody cares. Yeah. No, she wanted to answer when we got cool again. She wanted to answer for that same exact day. And I gave it to her. I was like, I've been waiting 13 years for you to ask me that to tell her. And I told her. And she was like, well, we can still be cool friends. Yeah, we can still be cool friends. And we've been it ever since. Once I told her everything my ex-wife was doing, it was like, yeah, I understand because I'm going through the shit with my ex, and I'm like, cool, we could still be friends. Yeah, that friendship started turning back into like maybe you should have been the one because this one right here is not it.
Well.
But I'm like, I'm trying to be a good guy. I'm trying to keep the family together. But yeah, now that the wife ain't in the picture no more, me and her been talking, and I'm like, no offense, I was happy the first 10 years we were together. Them last 6 was the worst. Talking to her again and seeing her for her birthday last year, her birthday this year, and most of the time off and on, I don't even travel by myself. I travel to go see her on a solo day basis to see her. Yeah. Being with her is probably the most happiest I've been since my son been born.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's something. That sounds like soulmate status
Yeah,
to me.
it does. It really does.
Sometimes it resonates in different ways.
Well,
It
I'm
does.
happy to hear that for you.
I know.
honestly.
I really am, because one of my childhood friends, his mother, it's so freaking cute too. She was dating a guy in like college. So they had this cute little like carnival picture when they were super young, and then just life happened and she went and had my friend and divorced his dad and just went through life. They moved around a few times and then made their way to like California. And they reconnected. And when I tell you they have the most beautiful love and beautiful, like it's just so awesome to see them like 30 years later. And it's like, you know what? Maybe this is how it is.
No.
Maybe this, just
Honestly, I think when we're younger, we don't appreciate certain things. And then, we think the grass is greener because we've talked about that before. We think the grass is greener. We hop on over to that fresh, plush grass, and then we realize that grass is really sand.
I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna tell you right now. I didn't think the grass was greener. I think I got over there to a place that I was like, "Oh, I'm in another country. I ain't never been here. I want to stay here for a while."
Yeah.
I should have kept my citizenship and came back a long time
like
ago.
you said, with the girl that you dated before, she really didn't have the freedom like to come outside and stuff. And
like
that
she did.
I can understand how that would be a turnoff because I was kind of like that when I was in school too. Like my mom didn't let me do shit.
I'm about to say it wasn't even a turnoff. Like I said, school here, house across street.
Yeah.
When she was done school, that's all she could do.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And then her mom being like in the church made it 6 times
but
worse.
She probably protected her from so many things, including what you might have been getting her into.
The sad thing, the sad thing is, I didn't start having sex till like my sophomore year. We dated in like 5th, 6th grade, and we've been knowing each other ever since then.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
We didn't do anything until damn near like 2017. And that was just off of shit just happened. Like we neither one just wanted it to happen, and it was awkward for both of us after that.
Right.
Because then we didn't talk about it.
Right.
We just like
what are we
out of the
doing
mind and kept it going.
Yeah.
But after the whole marriage thing went downhill, it was like,
why not?
hey, like then had to get shit initiated. She was like, hey, why don't we just try it again? And I was like, no offense. I just started thinking about that recently. And I was like, why don't we? But then at the same time, I'm like, I didn't think you would.
Yeah.
And she was like, why not? We grown now. She's like, I have a kid, you have a kid. We both done been through a whole bunch of shit. We both been fucked over. At this point now, I think it's like a lesson learned just to grow. And maybe it's time for us to get back. And I was like, I can't argue with that logic at this point. And ever since then, it's just been like the best thing ever.
I love that for you, Alex. That's great. Well, you know what? This was fun, you guys. I really appreciate this, and I appreciate you coming on and sharing your experience with us.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be, I'm sure we're going to get some good engagement.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody gonna ask about me and be like, what was his name again? Or what you call it?
I can only imagine some of the shorts and things we can create from this one, because this was an interesting conversation.
Yes.
But I enjoy this. Like I said, it's fun talking about just the different dynamics of relationships.
Absolutely.
And I mean, you just never know what life can take you. So
I like to hear from a man's perspective.
Me too.
Oh, trust me. Trust me. The 16 years I've been, there's nothing you can't ask me that I cannot give you perspective from. Because man, I lived a couple of men's marriage lifetime in a short lifetime, and I wasn't even married that long. That makes it more crazy.
There it is, y'all. Another wonderful episode of the Hoe Busters podcast. Special thanks to Italia for joining me. Special thanks to Alex. I'm so grateful to have them here. We had a really fun time, and I'm sure we're going to bring them back again. Please make sure you take a moment to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube, listen to us on all the podcast streaming platforms, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, all the good stuff. Make sure to drop us some comments or some questions for either of our guests or for myself if you have any. Also, make sure to check out our website if you are interested in being a guest on a future episode with us. There's an application where you can apply. The link is right there on the main page. I would love to have you if you're local to the Charlotte area. Come join us in this fun little studio. Come chop it up with us. All right. Until next time, y'all. Peace.